there and welcome. It's Gabriela Rosa here, fertility specialist, founder of naturalfertilitybreakthrough.com, and of course the host of the Fertility Challenge. I thought I would do something super tricky today and come to you with a live not only on Facebook but on Instagram as well. So hey, getting up there with the technology and the times, right? So I thought I would come in here today and just share very briefly about something I talked about yesterday, which is the fact that I am going to be doing I'm bringing back Ask Gabriela Rosa, which is basically a segment where I answer your questions. Anything to do with fertility, anything to do with optimizing your chances of taking home a healthy baby. So that is what it's all about. Welcome, welcome. I see that there's a few people joining me on Instagram right now. So hello, hello, hello. And essentially what this segment is all about is, as I said before, answering your questions. And the very first episode that I'm going to be running is going to be on egg quality, because I know it is such a huge topic. There is so much confusion on this topic. There are so many things that people get wrong. And, you know, getting it wrong in terms of, particularly for those who have been trying to conceive for a very long time without success, which is essentially the types of patients that we see in my clinic, can be really costly. And sometimes it can actually be, it can cost, you know, a baby. And so I want to make sure that people get this right. And that's what I'm going to be talking about. I actually was putting together today a little bit of a list of questions that I often get asked in terms of egg quality, and I thought that I would share with you a little bit about what's upcoming. On the actual webinar, it's going to be at 10 a.m. Sydney time on September 6th. So you can go on Facebook. It's actually, I'm going to run it from the Gabriela Rosa fertility page. And I might even, you know, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, given the fact that I'm here live on Instagram as well, I think that I might do it on both. So to make it easy for everyone who's watching in. But basically, some of the questions that I often get asked are things like, you know, what's the difference between ovarian reserve and egg quality? If you improve one, can you improve the other? What are the things that I can do? You know, like one of the ideas that is really important to explore regarding this topic is the fact that there are some key drivers to optimum egg quality that often don't get talked about. You know, there's like things get pigeonholed, and often when you go to an IVF doctor, for example, you might be told that your eggs, the egg quality is poor, or that there are issues in terms of your egg quality, and that probably the next best step is donor egg. The reality is that that could be an option, and that is an option for certain people, but for others, it may still fail. So we need to really explore, what does it mean, you know, when you're told that you need donor egg, and is it really the ultimate solution? So we're going to be exploring that. That is definitely a question that I'm going to be answering throughout the Ask Gabriela Rosa segment. Another question that I often get asked is, you know, I've been told that I've got an egg quality problem. Is there anything my partner can do? And the answer to that is really surprising. And so I really want to make sure that you tune in specifically for that question, if nothing else, because there is so much that needs to be taken into consideration when you hear those words, that egg quality is poor or that it needs to be improved. So that's definitely something to look out for. I'm going to be talking about, you know, can we improve? That's a question that I get asked all the time. Can we improve egg quality? You know, that is a real, very serious question that often gets neglected as well. And if you can improve it, how do you do it? And talking about those drivers that I was talking about before. How does age impact egg quality, and does age impact egg quality? So those are questions that we're going to be exploring further. If I'm going to do IVF, does egg quality matter? And that's another very, very key question, because what is the answer, right? It can and it maybe can't. We'll see. And then, of course, there are a lot of questions that I'm sure you guys can think of that I haven't even really considered or put down on paper, you know, given that there are thousands and thousands and thousands of questions that you could ask about this. So, you know, that's another really great thing for you to do, is write down your questions, and not only bring them, but if you go on the Facebook page, Gabriela Rosa Fertility is the one that you need to go to. If you go on there, and there will be an event page that you will be able to access. So a really good idea is to put your questions in there. So I would love to hear what else, is on your mind in terms of this topic. Definitely, I'm sure there will be a multitude of variations of questions that I can answer for you. So go ahead and do that. And, obviously in terms of how to improve egg quality, and if you can actually do that, going through the specifics is going to be really important to understand how you can optimize your chances of taking home a healthy baby. So all of that and more, I'm going to cover in the Ask Gabriela Rosa segment that we're going to be doing on egg quality on September 6th. So be sure to join me. It's going to be at 10 a.m. Sydney time. Like I said yesterday, it's definitely going to be recorded. It's going to be a Facebook Live, so you will go back onto the page and you can watch it at any other time if that time doesn't suit you. I know that we have literally patients and community all over the world, so it is impossible to get a time zone that suits everybody. But like I said, don't worry, don't despair. All of that information will be there for you on the Facebook page, and you can access it at any time. So I look forward to connecting with you. Definitely join me. These are questions that I can't wait to explore with you. I'm very much looking forward to do so. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon in the next couple of days. Who knows? I might come in and talk a little bit more about some of the things that I'll be covering on the 6th. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.